Hi everybody, Elisa here with another Vera Bradley bag of the day. Well, today I wanted to do something a little different and it was only a matter of time really before this happened. um, because it seems appropriate with all the mask wearing and the coronavirus and we're going to be here for a while. Um, that I should talk about masks in some way. Now, I hate the way I look in masks, so I won't be modeling any masks. But I did think what might be kind of a little entertaining, just a little bit of fluff to just run through my mask collection because it's growing by the day, it seems. Um, and so I just thought it would be fun. So I just thought I'd go through my crazy Vera Bradley mask collection. And hopefully I'll remember all the names. I remember most of them, but I have a couple that I needed my cheat sheet. I needed to get the tags back out because I don't remember what they're called. But I thought I would start out with this new one. The pattern is French Paisley. And this is that style of, please don't mess with my masks, okay? Uh, this is that style. I'm just trying to see if this actual style is on here, but I don't think it actually says the style. But this is the pleated kind, as opposed to this kind. And this one has ear loops, as most people know, whereas they're starting to do introduce more patterns in the pleated kind, and that has this one long piece of elastic with an adjuster bead there, a rubber bead, and you put the straps behind your head. I don't like the straps going behind my head, but I do prefer the pleated front. The feel of it on my face feels less constrictive, but yet it still gives you the coverage you want. And my husband and I were messing around last night. We did the candle test with this, and it was great. He was really impressed, and he was wondering if they just made any. He won't wear a pattern. Not even a manly looking plaid pattern. He would just like black or gray or something. And I was saying, well, you could wear this inside out and it would just be white. But he didn't want that. So I got my fingers crossed that maybe Vera Bradley will make some more manly masks. Solid colors like this. Anyway. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say this probably passes the candle test too. I can try it out tonight. But what I have been doing with these, and I will show one. I have one here. This is Garden Grove. I have a couple in these because I wasn't crazy about this pattern placement, so I thought this would be a good one to experiment on. And I did cut the elasticized string and just knotted them together to make ear loops, and it works fine. Just have to, do some playing around with the tension, to get it to fit right before you actually really make the knots super tight because they're hard to get out. And I am thinking about trying one with fabric glue so I don't have the knots behind my ears, although they're not really that, you don't really feel them. I just thought I might be able to make something look a little bit more professional back there. But what's nice about these masks, and then I also did sort of a cheat down at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it there, but this is the adult size and it's a little big for my face. And so I was finding that the bottom part of it, you open it up and you put it there. The bottom part here was really kind of loose and hanging down. It looked a little funny, so I just kind of folded it over and with some fabric glue I tacked it down, sort of making like a tuck in there. And I've since washed this, and it's gone through the wash, and the fabric glue holds and the knots hold. And I did all this after washing. I washed everything first so that I'm not dealing with, so that the fabric, if it's going to shrink a little bit, has already done that. But I'm thinking I might try maybe doing that just with a needle and thread, maybe. But this is actually not bad. However, so I ordered a couple in the other patterns in the adult size. But then I thought, let me try a youth size. And I got one this morning. Well, it came yesterday. And I tried it on, and it's great for my face. The youth fits me really good. I don't have to futz with the bottom. All I had to do was adjust, you know, cut make the ear ties. And so I'm just going to keep ordering the youth ones now. I got a whole bunch now on order. But anyway, so that was what I was doing with these. And they do have that metal band up top, that little bit of metal or whatever the stiffener is in there, almost like pipe cleaner or whatever, so you can form it around your nose. The pleated ones have that. This doesn't have that. I just feel like my face gets very hot very fast in these. And I also feel it makes me look a little like duck-like. The whole thing is like a bill or something over my mouth. I feel like Donald Duck or something when I wear that. I like these. I feel a little bit more still human in the pleated kind. But let me show this pattern because I assume at some point it's going to be released in bags. And again, this is French Paisley, and we were shown this in the online focus group, and everyone was oohing and ahhing and very excited about it. And I do think it would look lovely in bags. And you can see it has birds. There's more than one bird in this pattern. If anyone has ordered the notebook, that's available already on the website. I have it. I should have gotten it for the video. I forgot to pull it out. But it's got multiple birds. The pattern has multiple birds. So that's very nice. It's a purple background color. Now my light's a little blue here right now. Just got a little gray out. But it's pretty accurate. It's a cool, basically a cool pattern, cool colors, with little touches of yellow, and pinks. And the background is something between like a purple and a mix of purple and royal blue. It's a vivid color, but it's not garish. It's not super bright, but it's nice and rich. But that's pretty accurate there, even though the light is blue. So I could see this in a tote. I think it would look very pretty in a tote or a Glenna. So first one, French Paisley. This was Garden Grove. I wasn't crazy about the pattern placement here because I didn't actually though I do like this rose very much. It's not well positioned, but it's just a mask. Still, old habits die hard. But with pattern placement. This one is one I don't think I usually remember. I want to say Charming Grove. Yes, Charming Grove. And this is the lining for the, people probably recognize it as the lining for the Garden Grove pattern. And I did order another Garden Grove pleated mask, and this just came in, and I'm thrilled with this pattern placement. I love that big blue cabbage rose, front and center. That's just great. Uh-oh, somebody just texted me. People heard that ding. It might be my husband telling me it's about to storm here. He gives me weather updates. So I was pleased with that, Garden Grove. And this, of course, people will recognize as the lining from that pattern in the bags. Love this fabric. Love it. Oh, it's upside down. With the strawberries there. Where are my strawberries? And strawberries down there. And it's got that cherry tree. And I'm finding that I really prefer, yes, this is my husband telling me, sorry, it came up on my screen. My husband telling me we're about to get thunderstorms. When the masks first started coming out, I started sort of getting, like, just buying because I like the pattern. And then I realized I was slapping these masks on my face, and they had really big patterns, and I wasn't crazy about the way that looked. I learned, it took me a little while to learn that I prefer the sort of smaller, somewhat smaller patterns, less bold patterns on my face. Like, I love Cat's Meow, love that pattern, but not for a mask for me on my face. Just couldn't do that. Couldn't be that kind of crazy cat lady. I'm not saying I'm not a crazy cat lady. I'm a crazy animal lady for sure. And if I didn't have a husband, I would probably have 10 more animals. But he won't let me. But this is probably as bold as I'll go now. I feel like this is pretty bold, but yet it's dainty. The pattern is kind of dainty and lacy, and so I feel like I can get away with it. And I had a youth one in this today, and I wore it out when I was out. Okay, the storms are coming. Okay, so Charming Grove, and then I have, this is another new one. Oh God, I want to say French Ditsy, right? Yes, French Ditsy, and this is, I'm guessing, going on a limb here and guessing it's going to be the lining for this. That would be my guess. And they did show us this in the focus group too a while back in the pattern, one of the pattern surveys. And this is covered with birds. So this is great. And this is, it looks good on. I've worn this one. You know, delicate. It's delicate, you know. So I tend to, you know, it's a little noticeable when it's a darker color, but still, it's dainty enough. I feel like. There we go. Very pretty. I love the birds. I love that they seem to be doing a lot of patterns now with making use of animals, and I really appreciate that because for me, I don't know, it really speaks to me. It really makes the pattern more fun for me. And this was, I feel like this might be Floating Ditsy. Yes, Floating Ditsy. Wasn't on the website for very long, and I probably should have gotten more. I only got one. Some of these I'm getting more than one because I know I like the pattern so much, and this way I throw one in the laundry. I still have one. This is nice. This is what I'm talking about. You know, you're getting more delicate here, and so on your face, you know, not drawing so much attention, you know, to your face. So I wish they would do this one in a pleated style. And you can see the background is just this sort of irregular, like dot pattern. Very nice, floating Ditsy. Oops. And this, I feel like this might be Moonlight Ditsy. That was Floating Ditsy. And this, yes, Moonlight Ditsy. So you got the fireflies. I can't remember. This might be the pattern for Moonlight Garden, the interior lining pattern for Moonlight Garden. I can't remember off the top of my head. That was cute. This one I really love. I should have gotten more of these. I don't think that's up there right now. Bon Bon Ditsy. So this is the pattern, the interior, the lining pattern fabric for Bon Bon Medallion. Bon Bon, not bourbon. Saw my video on Bon Bon Medallion. And this is nice. This is right up my alley. You know, colors are soft and sorry, it's a little dark here. Colors are soft and the shapes in the pattern are small. Oh, there we go. That's better. Bon Bon Ditsy. Then I had another, just to show this again, Charming Grove, because this one is a pleated mask again, but it came with the cherry tree right smack in the center. I actually don't know how crazy I'm about that. Looks a little funny on, but just a mask. There you go, the strawberries. I just love this. I have the Garden Grove quilt, which has these huge flowers on the right side, but I bought it for the wrong side, which is this. And I haven't used it yet. I haven't even opened the bag that it came in yet, the plastic bag. But when I do, this is the side I'm going to have up. My husband saw it in the bag. He said, you didn't ask me about that. Those are big flowers. I said, don't worry. I bought it for the other side, which is trees. So I dodged a bullet there. This is Dragon Fruit Floral. which if you've seen my pattern, my favorite patterns video, this is in there. I think it was number 3. Love this pattern. Not so crazy about it in a mask. I do like, glad I got the leaf. I'm always talking about the orange and the red leaf. So I was pleased with that pattern placement there. But I don't go to this mask as much as I thought I would, because it's very, the elements of the pattern are very large. And I start to feel self-conscious. I got Ellie Flowers. I always love the colors in this this pattern. And they're very pretty. The soft rose kind of colors and lavenders and blues. And this one, Mosaic, I love this pattern. I did a video a long time ago, now feels like, on the Carson hobo in this. I think it looks great in bags. I don't know about it on the face, though. I don't wear this one that often. But I do love this pattern. What's neat about this pattern, and I've talked about, I'm sure I must have talked about it in the video, is that depending on how you look at it, you either see squares or you see circles. You know. So it's kind of a nice optical illusion kind of pattern. Sort of reminds you of M.C. Escher. This is Hummingbird Ditsy. Love this. Just got the Hummingbird Blooms quilt. I'll have to do something on that. But I did post pictures on my Instagram, which is, you know, like this, only it's yellow and gray. I mean, they've got to put this, please put this in the custom fabric section of the website, Vera Bradley. I will be all over it, like white on rice. Can't beat the birds. And I ordered a bunch of these because I was so panicked. Oh my God, I wouldn't get a bird. They're going to sell out and I'm not going to get a bird. And if I only order one and then they sell out and I don't have birds, blah, blah, blah. You can see how my mind was spiraling out of control into a Vera panic. Well, I needn't have worried because there are birds on all the masks that I got. Very nice birds. There you see, you know, the flying one with the wings open, which is nice. He's down there too, and then there's also, you know, this one. So that's nice. What are you doing, Miss Thing? Don't get in trouble with my masks. Sure thing. This was, I only ordered one because I knew, you know, I have this tendency to go crazy. I thought, how many am I going to have to order to try to get a seahorse? Because this pattern, as I said in my video about the tote, this pattern is all about the seahorse for me. And no, I did not get a seahorse. I haven't been having luck with the Vera gods lately. Anyway, but I did get that coral colored starfish, which is great. And a little bit of the turtle. One of the turtles. So, but again, this is starting to feel like a little too big and loud on my face. So not one that I always reach for. Then I got Impressionista. I'm glad I ordered this. Not crazy about this pattern, but I had never seen it in person. And it was odd because it makes you feel like Big Brother really is watching. Because the night before I ordered this pattern became available in masks, I had been online looking at bags on eBay in this. And it photographed very different from how it looks in person, and I liked it more in the photographs and less in person. Something about the color shifted, which happens. I mean, it's hard to photograph color accurately, and people are taking pictures of their bags. They're not pros, you know, so not a big deal. But I'm glad I ordered this because, you know, I would have made a mistake ordering a bag. But if you like this pattern, you know, the mask is very pretty. I like the sort of abstract interpretation of the flowers. It's just not crazy about all the colors together, which surprised me because they're very nice colors. But, that's Impressionista. I have washed all these masks, and when these come this style, they're humongous on me. I mean, I understand why they're doing that. They have to cover all their bases, and not everybody's the same size. So I've been washing them in you know, warm or sometimes even hot water, and then putting them in the dryer for like 15 to 40 minutes, you know. The other night I did them for 40 minutes and they didn't shrink too much. They fit okay. Almost feel still not loose, but feel like they could have shrunk a little bit more and I still would have been okay. You know, they still would have fit me okay. This is Charmant Meadow. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think I'm saying that right. From the factory outlet, patterns. I was trying to get a B, so I ordered more than one. I ordered two. Didn't get a B. Damn you, Vera gods. I do like the pattern placement here. I think these flowers are interesting, especially this one because it's got all this subtle dot work in it. Let's see if I can get good light. I'm sorry, it's getting light. It's getting dark here. So I do like the flower, but not on my face. These are very big. Oh, there, the light came in a little bit better. These are very, very big flowers for my face. But I do feel like this one out of the two that I got has some symmetry with these two big, flower kind of elements, on either side. So it's well balanced. So out of the two that I got, where's the other one? Out of the two that I got in this, I prefer this one. This was the other one that I got. Has that there, but the other side is sort of more open. So it doesn't have the same kind of symmetry. It's interesting. You would think, oh, masks, not a big deal. Pattern placement, who cares? But some funky things can happen with that seam right down the middle because it's not just one piece of fabric across. And so, sometimes weird sections of the pattern abut each other, when the seam meets there. And it doesn't always look great. The holiday owls. So I'm ready come Christmas time. It's like Christmas in July, if you watch the Hallmark channel. Maybe that's why they had these at Hallmark. They were putting out their Christmas ornament, their holiday ornament keepsake stuff already on one wall, I noticed. I'm not into that stuff, but I thought that was a good one with the eagle flying. I was able to look, and I tried very hard not to get, part of the owls that were cut off funky, in a funky way right on that center seam. And Itsy Ditsy creatures. I got two of these just because I like it so much. And I'll try to put some links if I have bags that have these lining patterns or other patterns. I'll try to put links below so people can, if they're interested in looking at those patterns a little bit more in different sunny or light. Seeing as I'm about to get a thunderstorm here apparently. Best laid plans. I do love this. Anything, like I said, it's hard to beat the butterflies and dragonflies, and that just take all my money. This is a Itsy Ditsy, and there's a dragonfly there. Oh, there's another one over there I didn't even see. I got B down there. But, again, can't beat this butterflies and ladybugs and these rich red and magenta tones. Very nice, very lush, as I say, very dense pattern. Everything packed together like that. I feel like you're getting your money's worth. This is Fruit Grove. Love this pattern. Really just wish they had released it in the tote. I would have bought it in the tote for sure. Even the small. I probably would have bought it in the small. Actually, I tend not to like the small Vera tote. It's too small for me. And I'm realizing I like it when it has the trim on the sides. I like it even less, oddly. That's strange. Because I was just looking at the Itsy Ditsy in the small tote, and actually wasn't too bad. I think it has something to do, and I like Sure Thing. I have a Sure Thing in a small tote, and I also have Dragon Fruit Floral and Lavender Meadow, which those both have the side panel trim. And I'm liking it without the side panel of trim, oddly. It's just very odd. So that's a possibility, I guess, with some patterns going forward, because the bag selection is just really thin right now. Just love that. Again, fruit can get cut off awkwardly at the seam, but what are you going to do? This is Havana Hot House. I really like this one a lot. I do wear this one quite a bit, even though it's a little bright, a little bit larger, but I love the color. I love the pink and the red together, and I love this sort of Andy Warhol kind of pop art look that the Savannah Rose and this related Havana hothouse patterns have. That kind of photo silkscreen look. Love it. You just can't beat it. And I feel like I lucked out a little bit with the pattern placement here. Sort of got these diagonal, you can see, hard to hold up, but these sort of, I'm not gonna be able to move my hand the right way. I'm reversed. These sort of diagonals of color, the pink and the red flowers sort of fell in these diagonal kind of stripes across the seam, which is just kind of dumb luck, I feel like. And last but not least, I didn't mean to save this one for last, because I don't like this as much as I thought I would, but this is Nomatic Floral, and I do like the pattern. I think it's an interesting pattern. But again, too big on my face, the pattern elements. So that was it, my crazy Vera Bradley mass collection, which now I feel like hopefully will stop growing. I mean, unless they come out with more pleated, because then I like the pleated one, so I have to get more of those. But I feel like I'm good with these. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully see you next time on Vera Bradley Bag of the Day.